Good evening, everybody. Bill Rogers. I live down in Boynton Beach, Florida, and I was introduced to the patches for about 3.5 months ago. Nancy Cook, who I can see on the screen here, and Kimberly, they've introduced me to the patches, and we're on a mastermind with Nancy and her husband, Jim. And I listened to her in December and then again in January. So I reached out and said, okay, I need to know what's going on here. Living in Florida. I'm a licensed boat captain as well. So I'm out in the sun all the time. So I try to get the dermatologist every 6-8 months to get checked up. So in December, I had a cancer spot that was on my right arm, and the doctor wanted to cut it out. So I said, not till after I come back from the holidays up to see my grandkids and my daughter up in New Hampshire. So in January, I was back to the dermatologist, and I'm going to share a screen here to show. So everybody on the right side of the screen, January 23rd, Dr. Gio put a 2¼ inch stitch with 10 stitches external on my right arm. That was January 23rd. The stitches were removed 14 days later on February 6th. When I got the patches, it was February 1st. I patched for 6 days. And when I went back February 6th, Dr. Gio said to me, well, she actually said it to her assistant first. She said, geez, he heals pretty good. She looked at me, she says, what are you doing, Bill? I mean, the scar is incredibly healed. And all I did was I pointed at the patches I had on. And I said, honestly, Doc, I don't know. I just started this a week ago. And I talked to her about the technology, and she was pretty impressed. And so was I. And within a month, that scar was completely gone. I have nothing on my arm at all. It was amazing how the patch went after the healing process and made that scar disappear as quick as it did. On the left side of the screen, February 29th, I started using the aloe vera, and on March 8th, you can see the difference in the inflammation of my face, but the center pictures on the same dates, the crow's feet and the wrinkles on my face. I'm 67. Again, I'm on the water a lot. You can look at the picture on the bottom. Within 2 weeks, the definition and the depth of the lines have diminished. And now they're pretty much gone. And it's amazing what the patches are doing for me. On top of that, my daughter, Courtney's 36, and I was up here with the kids a couple of weeks ago. She was walking behind me. She said, Dad, I don't know what's going on, but your hair is getting darker. So my hair is starting to grow in a little darker. I'm very active. Again, I'm on the water quite a bit. And I'd always have a little bit of pain every once in a while after working out. I'm going to drop this picture down. We don't need to have this anymore. So being active all the time, there's a little bit of recovery going on, a little bit of pain and whatnot. I've noticed that using the patches for the last 3.5 months, and I'm using X39, 49, Eon, glutathione, carnosine. I mean, I'm listening above. I'm listening to Peter and Leah and everybody with me, and Nancy and Kim. I just dove right in because I wanted to see the healing effect and the wellness that the patches could do. My recovery time's much better now. I don't feel any pain. I grew up in New England. I owned a concrete asphalt plowing business. I had to shovel 12 inches of snow for the first time in 6 years. I never felt it. There was no pain, no soreness after that. The other thing is I feel so much better because the inflammation has gone down in several spots of the body. MJ, my wife, had high blood pressure, completely lowered it right down. My daughter, Courtney, she's got a high-end job at a very big company, a little stress going on. She uses a silent night patch. She sleeps like a baby through the night. So there's so many things within my own family that I've been with other companies before. I understand this is a product, but I honestly feel there's nothing to sell here. It's just sharing what's going on internally, physically, mentally. It's just everything. And it's just when you can see it working and you can see it and feel it within my own family, this is on my hand all the time for one reason. I want people to ask me, you okay, Bill? You sick? No. And you just not talking. So that's my story. It's just an amazing journey. And thank you all for, Nancy, I can see you right there with me on the Brady Bunch screen. Thank you, honey, for bringing me on board because it's amazing.